Hello and welcome back. So I'm excited to try a new game, Scrap Mechanic. It looks like a lot of fun. You get to build stuff, you get to build stuff, and probably a car. I've actually put quite a bit in. I've put like 28 hours already into it, and I just got it yesterday. But it's a lot of fun, especially with multiplayer. It can get pretty crazy. One of the things I do like about it is it's very easy to build things. So as you can see, I've built an array of cars here, and yes, I did upload them to the Steam Workshop. Let me set that down, show ya. I don't even know if you can actually see it, but it brings up basically everything right here. So anyways, we got a couple different things going on here. As you can see, let's press B or I, it opens up your inventory. You get the lift, sledgehammer, connect tool, paint tool, weld tool, or the handbook. So if you open up the handbook, it's pretty handy. Ha ha ha. Pun intended. That's my comedic career right there. It already shows you a bunch of things. How to build a vehicle, bearings, lift, da 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 da. It's actually very nice that it doesn't force you to do a tutorial, and it just has like an in-game book. So that way you don't have to open up Steam and just look at like, a Chrome or a browser page, and it's just a really nice feature. As you can see, you can do a lot of things. The connect tool is really nice. You can do all sorts of stuff right here, and I'm going to demonstrate this with the lift. So the lift is basically where you create your stuff. So if I were to scroll down and just open up, say, I don't know, this guy's car, the Police Bronco by Komodo Gaming. It's actually a pretty nice vehicle. So you open it up, and you see, oh, you got lots of buttons right here. There's a radio, there's all controls, you can open up the hood, you can do some other things, and you can actually open up the roof. The roof is actually really important, that way you can actually get out. That's pretty important, I think. But, whatever floats your boat. So, let's get into my little SUV here. It's more of a Hummer than anything, and I actually did build this. I got pretty creative. You got a lot of buttons. So if you look down here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different things. If I can stop typing. 2 will open the doors, back, front, and of course the top so you can escape. And 6 does the radio. Now, one of the things I find really cool about this game is the fact that it is so simple to build things. Because really, you just do that, and there you go. You're connected to the ground. You can make a building right here. Boom. And you can just slide and do that. I think the real good combination of Minecraft with mechanics here is actually pretty cool. And it's a lot better than Gary's mod when it comes to actually building vehicles, because in Gary's mod it gets really fiddly, and because you got a block-based system, it works very well when you need to build something in precise accuracy. So let's actually let's test out the sledgehammer here. Sledgehammer will actually move blocks around. Obviously this is pretty heavy, so it's not going to move it far, but you can actually bowl a little bit. So if I press left click, then right click, we got this block just sitting on the ground. Boom. It sends it flying. But yeah, you can build things into the ground, which is also pretty cool. So let's just build something really quick. Let's make a little car. So we just do this, and then we press Q to move it around, like this. You see? There you go. Boom. And we, of course, need a little suspension, because what car would be complete without a suspension? And as I said before, there's a lot of different things in here. So the suspension is actually really important, I feel, because it lets you actually be able to control your vehicle. I don't know about you, but being able to control your vehicle is pretty important, especially when you want to drive it. So we're just building a standard transmission style. This is in the handbook. This is basically the first, actually one of the most reliable ways to build something. And we just kind of do this. We also need a wheel, so you just press B or I again. That brings up the big inventory. Boom. Oh, forgot a wheel right there. Boom. I'm forgetting things left and right, apparently. And there you go. Bounces around pretty nicely. And we, of course, need something to drive it with. Motorcycle-looking thing. And then an engine. So, of course, you can turn up the power on these things. So I like to put it on there. And I usually like to do front-wheel drive because, well, it's a lot more stable. Oh, it's running away. That's actually a huge thing, is you have to remember that you have to hook this thing up like that or else it'll run forever. Of course, you can make automated systems that work like that, but, you know, whatever floats your boat. Anyways, here you go. And so it actually does things a lot for you. So if you just connect your seat to those bearings like I showed you before, and you can press A and D, it actually turns it. You do have to remember to reverse their direction with the connect tool, as you can see. Boop, boop. But, you know, as long as everything's facing the right way, it should work. So yeah, you can build a vehicle just like this. As you can tell, it's not a very good one because you didn't take a lot of time into the engineering, because you can actually make some really cool designs. Like I said, you got a lot of other ones, so let's actually hop into my Jeep on this one. So if you notice, it's pretty nice. It doesn't actually have any buttons or anything, but the suspension actually works really well on this guy. You go up, back, and actually makes it nice, and makes it actually pretty smooth when you're driving it. Obviously, you're gonna have a little bit of that shaking because, you know, it's a computer game. It's still an open beta, so it's allowed to have mistakes. And there's a lot of other things too. Because it's open beta, it could have tons and tons more stuff, and even right now, it's actually a pretty good complete game. And if we were to look, there's also another thing I want to show you, the radio. So this guy is pretty, oh wow, that's not, let's stick it to this. Here you go. Press E, and it has some music. Now, it only really runs pre-selected stuff that's downloaded with the game. Now, I think really what would be really cool, and developers, if you're listening, is if you added an open FM thing. Like if you were to press E on it, and then like select in-game music, music from a folder, you know, shuffle, play, or whatever, and then maybe like a URL thing where you can put in like a radio station. Because I like Cool 105, because where I live, that plays some nice classics from the 80s and whatnot. That'd be really cool, I think, because then it could work like a real proper radio station in a car. Because that's what I usually like to do. On this vehicle, as you can see, there's a lot of bits and pieces I've designed on this. So you press that on there, you can actually see, oh, there's actually a lot of cool stuff. If we're to move over, boom, you can get the radio. You got some switches here. I'll press one of them. Yep, the middle one. You know, there's a lot of cool stuff. And actually, the way I like to design it is I like to put the button for the hood right there, and you can make it look pretty cool. So that one looks really cool. And if I were to go over, actually, which one did I mess with the most? Was it this one? Yep, I think it was this one. Yep, you open up the hood, you can do it like that, and boom, you can make the engine look actually pretty nice. Something like that. Or designs. You know, details are pretty key. And there's all sorts of blocks, you know, toilet paper, shoes, there's a duck, Official Duck Studios, which I've seen that channel, and let me tell you, it's an interesting one at best. He would be very happy about that. You know, traffic cones, set up a little core, stop signs, all sorts of different stuff. I really enjoy it. And one of the other things is you can be a real engineer when you come to this. So one of my favorite things in this game that I found is by Prismon. I don't know how to tell it. But this is a 4-cylinder engine. And look at this. You press this button. Hang on. You gotta give it a start up. Come on. Come on. This is a little embarrassing. There you go. There you go, and it runs just like that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And you can do all sorts of different things. And so my friend and I, we were pretty into this game. We made a really cool car. Now, if I can look that up and not look completely nerdy while doing so. Wow, shoot. I don't know where that went. But we actually mounted that onto a board and it actually works like a vehicle. So anyways, let's just bring up my tank base final. And this is probably like one of the more intensive things. So it runs off the electric engine. And you know, you turn, it's pretty laggy, all that kind of cool stuff. So again, I would totally play this game again. In fact, I'm playing it. I'm going to play it right now, even afterwards. But it is so great. I love it. Really great when it's creative. a lot easier to build things than Gary's mod. All sorts of cool stuff. And as you know, that's about all I have to say about it. I think it's really cool, and I'll probably make another one when they actually release more stuff, because again, it's open beta, so there's a lot of things that can change. It should change for the better, though, because it's got a really great game base. I just love the suspension and all the stuff you can do with it. So again, leave a like if you like it, dislike if you dislike it. Obviously, you gotta follow the rules a little bit. Make sure I know what I'm going for. And if you like my videos, just subscribe so it's a little easier, so you don't have to, you can search it, because you can search up my video, but it won't necessarily be the first one up there, because, well, I've got 47 views in the last 3 weeks. I'm not exactly the most popular channel. But anyways, have yourselves a good one, and if you like, go ahead and head up onto Steam and purchase this game. Adios.